In this video, we'll introduce SR Conversations and how it can be effectively used in your practice. SR Conversations is an add-on product to the Solutionreach platform and makes use of text messaging from your computer to your patients' phones, which provides a quick and convenient way to communicate. This feature can help any office, big or small, and is focused on keeping you and your staff off the phone as much as possible, so you can give more attention to patients currently in the office. SR Conversations is a huge time saver and increases convenience for both your staff and your patients. On average, it takes about 4 seconds to send a text and 2 minutes to make a call. Rather than using valuable time dialing and calling your patients, this product allows you to easily communicate through text. This doesn't just apply to your existing patients, as prospective patients can text your office phone number to schedule their first appointment or request additional information. SR Conversations also allows for patients to conveniently text if they're running late or need any last-minute instructions to find your office. If a patient is running late, you can easily text them to make sure they're still coming. This can greatly reduce no-shows and cancellations. Additionally, if you have a last-minute opening, you can use SR Conversations to send a text to multiple recipients on your waitlist and fill empty appointments. Setting up SR Conversations is easy. Instead of adding an additional phone line, your office landline is provisioned. This means patients can send text messages directly to the office landline, and any messages you send through SR Conversations appear with your office landline number. Text messaging is the most popular way to communicate today, which is why SR Conversations is such a powerful tool. Making yourself available via text not only increases the speed and efficiency with which you communicate, it builds stronger relationships with your patients. In your marketing efforts, we recommend notifying existing and prospective patients that they can text your landline as well as call. Let's take a look at just how easy it is to use SR Conversations. The first thing we'll look at are the settings for SR Conversations. Click the Conversations tab on the left-hand side. Here, the phone number for the practice is listed. This number is what appears when your patients receive an SR Conversations text message. Below are the options to enable and configure the auto-response schedule. Enabling this will allow SR Conversations to auto-reply to messages sent to your provisioned phone number and received through SR Conversations. If enabled, you'll be required to define a schedule for when these messages should be sent, as well as what you would like the message to say. We recommend mentioning something about contacting 911 in the case of emergencies and advising patients you'll reply to their message upon returning to the office. You can even set up a custom auto-response schedule if the office will be closed for multiple days or if the doctor is out of town. Turning off the auto-response schedule will disable all auto-reply messages for SR Conversations. To get the most out of SR Conversations, a personnel account should be created in the Solutionreach platform. You'll need to be logged in to the administrator account in order to do this. After logging in, expand the Account Settings section on the left-hand side and click Personnel. Click Add at the top of the page to create a new personnel account. Fill out the applicable information on the Personal Info tab. Access and permissions for other areas of the platform can be configured on the Patient Management, Message Center, and Online Presence tabs. This information can be revisited and edited at any time. We strongly recommend a personnel account be created for each team member in order to increase response time and to maximize effective use of SR Conversations. You can open SR Conversations right in your internet browser or download the mobile app on an Apple device. Using the mobile app allows you to use it anytime, anywhere. Opening SR Conversations in the browser allows you to access it from any computer. Let's check it out. If a patient has a phone number listed in Solutionreach, you can create a new message for them in SR Conversations by first searching their name or phone number, then creating your message in the box below. Just don't forget to send the message either by clicking the Send button or hitting the Enter key on your keyboard. You can also create messages for multiple recipients, but don't worry, this doesn't start a group discussion. Instead, this feature initiates multiple separate discussions at the same time. To view a history of multi-recipient messages, click the Multi-Recipient button. This is the same page you'll use to create a new multi-recipient message. Use the search bar on the left at any time to locate existing conversations with patients. Hipaa requires you to obtain consent from a patient before sending protected health information, also known as PHI, in a way that could be insecure. While texting is the most convenient way to communicate today, Text messaging technology may not always be secure, so SR Conversations provides you with a built-in way to inform your patients of the risks associated with texting and gain their consent to carry on conversations that may include PHI. To send the Hipaa consent message, click the hamburger icon next to the Send button and select the Hipaa consent message. Once a patient has given their consent, you'll see the Hipaa consent identifier next to their name in the inbox on the left-hand side. With SR Conversations, you can send and receive emojis and images, which can make patient interaction more personable. Sending and receiving images can also be extremely helpful in obtaining insurance information for new patients, as well as existing patients who have updated their plan or coverage. To send emojis or attach an image, click the smiley face or paperclip icon. The options on the far left are helpful for viewing different ongoing and archived conversations with patients, as well as viewing intra-office discussions in SR Huddle. The message menu shows the following tabs: All, Flagged, Unread, and New Patients. The All tab displays all ongoing conversations. Flagged shows any messages which have been manually flagged, such as those requiring special attention. Unread shows any messages yet to be read. New Patients contains only messages from cell phone numbers not currently associated with any patients in the Solutionreach platform. Once the phone number has been added to a patient's profile, either in your practice management software or in the Solutionreach platform, the discussion will move from New Patients to one or more of the other applicable tabs. To keep only the newest and most relevant messages in the inbox, you can also use the Archive feature. This doesn't delete any messages, but instead saves them to the Archive section. If a conversation starts back up on a previously archived message, it will appear back in the Messages inbox. Now let's take a look at SR Huddle. This feature can be found by clicking the megaphone icon on the far left. SR Huddle is an intra-office chatting tool within SR Conversations that promotes collaboration, coordination, and communication between members of your staff. This feature allows you and your staff to communicate internally through SR Huddle using existing computers in the practice. Chat rooms can be created to reflect the different areas of your practice, such as treatment rooms or the front desk. These rooms are accessible by all users. Direct messages can be sent to individual users, but doing so requires the creation of personnel accounts for each staff member. This improved method of communication boosts team coordination and enhances collaboration. With SR Huddle, you can boost teamwork, stay on top of what is happening within your practice, and solve issues as they arise. You're now ready to start communicating with patients in one of the most convenient and effective ways possible. Not only will this save time for your practice, but for your patients as well. As you're ready to learn more, you can search through the many how-to articles in the Solutionreach knowledge base for step-by-step instructions.